I had lost all hope. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was possible for me. And that was the most heartbreaking thing that, that that I could sort of come to terms with, and and that was the biggest because I didn't feel like everything and anything could work, and the reason it hurts is because I could see that all that negativity, all that hurt, I could not contain it within me, and that was I was transferring that uh, to my family, and I hated myself for that because I didn't want to do it, but there would be times I didn't know how to control it. So I thought that maybe I should invest in myself because this program promises that, and maybe with that transformation, I'll be internally in a better place, and if I'm internally in a better place, then I can see that sort of moving towards my family, and that's what I started with. That was my biggest challenge, that to sort of come to terms with, yes, something is wrong with me. I cannot let this happen to my family because I see this. I'm venting it out. I'm transferring this to them, and to be honest, let alone them, nobody deserved that, right? Like if it's something that I'm going through, why would anyone else have to go through it? And I knew that was wrong, but that was my challenge. Hey guys, my name is Mohammed. I was a banker, but now I'm in the risk management business, and I've been at it. I've been going to the gym for like 20 years. I got in touch with Dane because I was sick and tired of following programs and everything. And I've been with Dane for a year, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm a dad. I have two wonderful kids, a wife, and they've all been part of my journey. And this journey, I think, like I went in for the physical transformation, but I guarantee you the mental part and the benefit that the people around me, my work, and my family has reaped from all of this transformation, and the guidance that Dane has given me is just absolutely amazing. I mean, you cannot put a price tag to that. It was that wonderful, and it was that life changing for me. I was always on the lookout for one. To be honest, I was at a breaking point, and I've been very candid about it. I had lost all hopes. I was actually looking into having like surgery done on myself, and then there was this brother of mine in the gym, and I saw him, and he was like a bit overweight, and I looked at him and I was like, man, this guy, he's gonna end up like me, and there's not gonna be any change in him. And 4 months later, I see him jacked, like, and I'm like, wow, what did you do, right? So I went up to him and he introduced me to this page from Dane, and then I started looking at Dane's content, and it made sense. And what I could actually relate to was that you see all these influencers over there, so they only talk about their best version, right? Oh, if you want this best version, eat this, eat that. And Dane was so honest and candid about, look, this is what I was, this is what I am now, and I followed a system. And that the before picture of Dane and his backstory made all of that decision making so relatable. It was something that I could relate to, like, hey, this is me right now. Maybe if I follow his program, I can be what he has become. And that's what made me decide. That's what I saw. It has impacted me in so many wonderful ways that I don't think I have the words to really explain it. But I started this journey for the physical transformation, and the benefits I got even after like 1 year, 6 months into the program, were mental benefits. I realized that the physical transformation was always a byproduct. The mental part was so much better, so much better, that the physical transformation didn't even matter. Even though, considering the fact that it is It is the only thing that I wanted, just the physical transformation. Because I thought if I have the physical transformation, I will automatically have the mental one. It turned out that the mental one gave me so much contentment, so much peace, and so much positivity that the physical transformation automatically became like secondary for me. And they go hand in hand. Like if you have the physical, you'll have the mental, and vice versa as well. So it has impacted me physically. It has impacted me very positively mentally. I tend to now vibrate, as Dane says, at a higher vibration, because I personally believe that God says that if you're thankful, I'll give you more. And the only way for me to do that is to be grateful. And the only way that I can be grateful is when I am at peace with myself, when I have self-love. That is how I can be grateful. And if I'm grateful, I can sort of translate that to the people around me, to the work around me, and to my family. So it's been absolutely amazing. I cannot put a price tag to it. It's just been like life-changing, as they say. And I've said this before. I've said this so many times. Like Dane just didn't help me. He saved me, and I firmly believe in it. The part that initially stood out and made the biggest difference for me was how realistic it was. It wasn't like, oh, you got to follow this diet, otherwise, you know what, if you don't follow it, it's your fault, you're screwed, right? It wasn't like that. There was grace in it. There was honesty in it. There was sustainability in it, and you could tell, and this is something that I have personally checked with other friends of mine who are on the Dad Bod program. Like, you look at the program, and this is exactly how I felt. I looked at the program, I looked at the meals, I looked at all the other things that were in there. I'm like, this actually makes sense. Like, it wasn't like something that was, you get this internal feeling that, yeah, man, this seems like a little off, but I'll give it a try. No. It seemed realistic, it seemed doable. And the other thing that stood out, and I was mentioning this to Dane as well the other day, was that when I started off the program, there was a time when I had a social gathering that I had to go to, and I was freaking out because I was on a meal plan, and I had this social event that I had to go to. I had to sort of partake in it, participate in it. And I reached out to Dane. I said, Dane, I have this thing, what should I do? I'll have to eat that thing. And to be honest, I was expecting him to say, you know what, you can't do that. You have to follow the plan, trust the process, things like those, right? And he was very human about it. It's like, don't worry about it, man. Just be careful, prepare for it, have your meals, do your cardio, right? And then fast, and then you can, enjoy those calories. And I'm like, damn, that is so good. Like, that's so doable. Like, you're part of that social event, you're part of that social circle, and yet you're in that fitness journey. Both go hand in hand. And that lets you sort of, stay human, stay humble, and be realistic. And that was the most amazing thing. They are the only ones that get it. Any progress, anything that I've made, anything that we do, whether it's ups or downs, highs or lows, they're the only ones that truly get it. Because, I know this is a dark way of processing information, but people have there's a very famous saying that, don't tell your problems to others. 90% of the people can't do anything about it, and the rest are just glad, right? But nobody cares. But here is that brotherhood that actually cares. If someone says they care, yeah, I get you, I understand it. They care because they've either been through it, or they're on the same journey, so they know what struggles life can throw at you. So that connection, you don't get it unless you're on the same path, you're on the same journey. And that is just precious. You don't get that anywhere else. No one else offers that. So it is something that tells you that, you're not alone. There is support, there's people around you that care for you and that support you. And that was one of the things that I found, absolutely amazing about this whole brotherhood as well. Because most of the times you're with a trainer, you're with a coach, and you feel like, oh, it's just me and him. That's about it. And you feel so alone, so secluded. Over here, it wasn't like that. You're part of a community, you're part of a brotherhood, and everyone's there to support you. That's how it's impacted me. That's how important I think it is. I will tell them that I've told everyone else as well. This guy is the real deal, man. I say it, this guy is the real deal. You find money for what you value, and you have to value your health, you have to value your life. So invest in yourself, because if you're there for your family, if you're there for the people that you love, you can provide for them and you can care for them. But if you're keeping your health and yourself the last priority, then trust me, brother, God forbid anything happens to you. No one's going to be there to take care of them. No one's going to be there to take care of your loved ones. So you need to take up that responsibility by investing in yourself, so that you are in your best form to provide for them, to care for them. So don't think of this as an expense or as an expenditure. Think of it as an investment, not just in yourself, but in your family, because through you, they'll be able to reap those benefits as well. And that's what I would tell you.